up by the hair on my...
That's right.
It's the final chapter of an inspiring story, and it begins with these words.
I think it's the right time for me to leave, and I feel joy in the experience that I've had here and the people I've known and the things that I've done. I think the sadness will probably set in next August, when for the first time in 23 years, I'm not here when all the faculty are gathering, and that will be hard. That will be hard.
We all have songs, we all have stories, we all have good times and times when things go wrong, and that's life, the heartache and the glory. The heartbeat of life is in our stories and our songs.
At the North Shore Country Day School, a torch has been passed. Julie Hall, the head of school, is retiring.
What she has done for our wonderful school is extraordinary.
She was an agent for a significant amount of change here.
Things happen. I guess that would be a good motto for Julie. Things happen.
She has the kind of in a modest sort of way, not in a overt or flamboyant way, the kind of leadership skills that brings out the best in people.
I once said, when they asked how she was doing, I said, well, I thought she could walk on water, if that would help.
And I worked for 5 different heads of school in different cities all over the country during my career. And she was undoubtedly, I would say, the most consummate administrator that I ever worked for. And it starts, I think, with her ability to listen.
She told me that I was the one who persuaded her to come to North Shore Country Day School. And if that's the case, I was the wisest woman in the world.
Julie Hall began her career at the North Shore Country Day School as a part-time 6th grade teacher in 1977, rising through the ranks to become head of school 8 years ago.
Oh, I'm sure there are many things she could have done very well, but it's hard to imagine an environment that was better suited to her than this one.
Julie wore, I don't know how many hats before she took over as head of school. And while they all fit, I don't think they fit as well as this head of school did. It's my sense that maybe Julie always wanted to do this but never realized it.
I somehow didn't think I was right, and I think I have been. It's hard to say.
Bragging about her strengths is just not Julie's style, which is why we've given that duty to those who know her best.
I think that Julie has set an example for all of us, that there is so much to give and so much to learn, and there's no end to it.
I think it's her commitment.
It's her passion.
She's a thinker.
She's open,
Outgoing, generous,
funny,
Multifaceted. Upbeat.
Great energy.
Tenacity.
Believes in young people. Believes in them before they can believe in themselves. My daughter was one of them.
You know, it's a kind of a cliche, but she does, in a sense, touch everyone.
She's just warm and understanding. She's always ready to listen and be there to make suggestions to help anybody through anything.
Julie really made a spectacular contribution to the renewal of North Shore Country Day in the 1990s. It will never be forgotten.
I would think if you were a parent coming to this school for the first time and you had a chance to meet Julie, you would sort of feel that you'd come home.
Home to a small school known for making a huge impact.
I think there's something here that's very rare, and that's a kind of closeness of the community, a sense of support, a sense of caring, a sense of interest.
And I think what Julie recognized was if North Shore was truly going to compete, we had to have a model in place with distinctive edges and distinctive features that would be able to have families look at North Shore and say, boy, I can get something there that I can't get at any of these other schools.
It is a very special place.
it's sort of like being an oasis or an island in the middle of a sea of troubles in some ways. I mean, it really is. I think there's a lot that's disturbing about what's happening in our culture. And I say one of our jobs is to counter the culture. I really think it's important. I think there are things we stand for that are really important, and we've got to be true to that. You want to be sure that you're nurturing kids, and sometimes people say, well, if you're nurturing, if you're supporting them and you're kind and soft, then you're not hard. But you can be hard intellectually. You can challenge them, you can make them feel comfortable taking risks, challenging themselves intellectually. At the same time, you give them enough support so they feel safe, and they get joy in discovering new things and learning new things.
That is not a good idea, said the man. Mind your own business, thank you.
How many top-level administrators would appear this comfortable reading a nursery rhyme, or getting a pie thrown in their face, or...
She dresses up like Mother Goose on occasion. Did you know that?
She is a human being that is real and courageous and committed, and a whole list of other kinds of adjectives. That is, for me, a very easy person to love.
Her impact on the community has been so substantial, so pervasive, and so positive that you'd have to be asleep not to see it.
What I really love about Julie is she has this twinkle in her eye, and it's this twinkle that anyone that knows her knows what I'm talking about. But this twinkle comes to her when she's passionate about something. And I think that the twinkle is there a lot because she has a lot of passion for a lot of different things.
The way that Julie worked with individual students, the way she worked with teachers, the way she worked with the administrators and the board, unparalleled in excellence.
I've enjoyed her friendship. I've enjoyed watching her make her contributions to the school, grow as a leader, but most importantly, the overall accomplishment. North Shore is a significantly better place because of Julie Hall.
Ave Maria, gratia.
I don't like to take credit for it all because I don't feel it's me that has done it. I think it's been, it's everybody I work with, and they're wonderful people. And they work so hard, they care so much. And it's really, sorry, I didn't know I'd do this, but it's moving to see how much people give of themselves to something they really believe in.
Fructus ventris tui, Jesus.
Do you think she's sad that she's leaving?
No,
Why no?
because then she could spend more time with her children.
I'm sad. I'm happy for her.
Her next step in life is just as important as what she did for this institution.
An institution now overflowing with words of gratitude.
People do not take the time to say thank you enough. And so I'd like to say thank you right now, Julie. It's been wonderful.
Thank you for giving so much of yourself.
We need to say it loudly with as much feeling as possible because we're clearly a better place as an institution because of her incredible work.
She should be tickled beyond delight and know that what she did with her life was wonderful, and that many of us would just do nothing less than try to emulate that and be as good in our jobs as she was in hers.
She left things in very, very good shape. She can feel very proud of what she's done, proud of what's going to continue without her.
She's an example in so many ways, a model.
She's much loved by just an awful lot of people, and I doubt that she understands that fully.
I can only hope that she knows the enormous respect and affection in which I hold her.
Julie's helped me through many things and has listened. She's an excellent listener, as you've heard, and she's helped me through many traumatic situations. I've had a lot of incidences with my family medically, and she's always just been there to listen and give a hug.
I will miss her very much.
Oh, yeah. She will be missed.
But I think that she leaves behind something that we won't soon forget.
And that's something that you take with you in your heart.
Wake the echoes, wake.